Hello students, today we will study chapter 6 of class 6th history book and the name of the chapter is Kingdoms, Kings and an Holy Republic. Here are some of the topics that we will study in this video in detail. First is how some men became rulers, second is wand system, third is Janpads, Mahajanpads, taxes, changes in agriculture, a closer look at Magad and Vajji. Let us see how men became rulers. Around 3000 years ago, we found some changes had taken place in the ways in which Rajas were chosen. Some men were then recognized as Rajas by performing very big sacrifices. So to become Raja, they has to perform very big sacrifices. Ashwamedha or horse sacrifice was one such ritual. So अश्वमेधा एक रिचुअल था जिसको परफॉर्म करना पड़ता था राजा बनने के लिए, in which a horse was let loose to wander freely and it was guarded by Raja's men. If the horse wandered into the kingdoms of other Rajas and they stopped it, they had to fight. If they allowed the horse to pass, it meant that they accepted that the Raja who wanted to perform the sacrifice was stronger than them. These Rajas were then invited to the sacrifices. The Raja who organized the sacrifice was organized as being very powerful, and all those who came bought gifts for him. So Ashwamedha or horse sacrifice is a ritual that has to be performed by the person जो राजा बनना चाहता है. इसमें horse को free छोड़ दिया जाता है and he used to wander into the kingdoms of other kings also. And if the Raja of the other kingdom stopped it, that means they had to fight. And if they allow the horse to pass, that means they are accepting the rule of other king over them. Our second topic is the caste system or the wand system. There are mainly four wands. First is Brahmins, second is Kshatriyas, third is Vaishyas and fourth is Shudras. So the first one was that of the Brahmins, and the Brahmins were expected to study and teach the Vedas. They also perform sacrifices and they receive gifts. In the second place were the rulers, जिनको हम Kshatriyas भी कहते हैं. They were expected to fight battles and protect people. Third were the Vish or the Vaishyas. They were expected to be the farmers, herders and traders. And both the Kshatriyas and the Vaishyas could perform sacrifices. Last were the Shudras, who had to serve the other three groups and could not perform any ritual. The three groups that they have to serve are Brahmins, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas. Later, the priests classified some people as untouchable. These included some craftsperson, hunters and gatherers, as well as the people who help perform burials and ceremonies. So our next topic is Janpads. The Rajas who perform big sacrifices were then recognized as being Rajas of Janpads rather than Janas. So पहले राजा को जना बोलते थे, but when they started sacrificing or when they started big sacrifices, they were recognized as Rajas. The word Janpad means the land where the Jana set its foot and settled down. तो जनपद का literal meaning क्या है? It is a land जहाँ पर जन ने अपना foot रखा था and they settled down there only. So archaeologists have excavated a number of settlements in these Janpads, such as Purana Kila in Delhi, Hastinapur near Meerut, and Atranji Khera near Etah. So these are some of the settlements that has been found by the archaeologists. Next is they found that people lived in huts and kept cattle as well as other animals. The people at that time, they used to keep cattle with them and they used to live in huts. They also grew a variety of crops such as rice, wheat, barley, pulses, sugarcane, sesame and mustard. These are the variety of crops. Next is they made earthen pots. One special type of pottery found at these sites is known as painted greyware. Plates and bowls were most common vessels made out of painted greyware. These are extremely fine to touch with a nice smooth surface. Perhaps these were used on special occasions for important people to serve important or special food. So our next topic is Mahajanpads. About 2500 years ago, some Janpads became more important than others and they were known as Mahajanpads. Some of these Mahajanpads are Gandhara, Kuru, Panchala, Kosala, Kashi, Magad, Vajji. Most Mahajanpads had a capital city. Many of these were fortified. Fortified means that they have huge walls of wood, bricks or stone were built around them. So why these forts were built? Forts were probably built because people were afraid of attacks from other kings and needed protection. लोगों को लगता था कि दूसरे किंग्स उन पर अटैक ना करते, इसलिए उन्हें अपनी प्रोटेक्शन के लिए फोर्ट्स बनाने पड़े. Some rulers wanted to show how rich and powerful they were by building large, tall, and impressive walls around their cities. The land and the people living inside the fortified area could be controlled more easily by the king. Fortified area के अंदर जो land आती है और जो लोग रहते हैं, it was very easy to control them. Building such huge walls required a great deal of planning. The new Rajas began maintaining armies. Soldiers were paid regular salaries and maintained by the king throughout the year. Our next topic is taxes. The rulers of the Mahajanpads were building huge forts and maintaining big armies, so they needed more resources. Resources means human resource also and money also. To meet their requirement, they started collecting regular taxes. Let us see how people used to pay taxes. Taxes on crops were collected from people because most of the people were farmers. Usually the tax was fixed at 1/6 of what was produced. जो भी farmers produce करते थे उसका 1/6 राजा को देना होता था as a tax, and that is known as bhag or share. Next is there were taxes on craft persons as well. These could be in the form of the labor. For example, a weaver or a smith may have to work for a day every month for the king. Herders were also expected to pay taxes in the form of animals and animal produce. Animal produce means the milk or the wool, etc. There were also taxes on goods that were bought and sold through the trade. Hunters and gatherers also had to provide forest produce to the Raja as a tax. Our next topic is changes in agriculture. There were two major changes in agriculture around this Mahajanpad time. First is growing use of iron plowshares. This means that heavy clayey soil could be turned over better than with a wooden plowshare so that more gain could be produced. Second is people began transplanting paddy. This means that instead of scattering seed on the ground, saplings were grown and then planted in the fields. Our next topic is Magadh. Let's have a closer look at Magadh. Magadh became the most important Mahajanpad in about 200 years. Many rivers such as Ganga and Son flowed through Magadh, which play an important role for transport, water supplies, making the land fertile. So because of the river like Ganga and Son, क्योंकि वहाँ पर गंगा और सोन जैसी rivers थी, तो वहाँ पर transportation easy हो गया, water supply was easy, and the land near the rivers were very fertile. Parts of Magadh were forested. Wood was used for building houses, carts and chariot. So Magadh में forest area काफ़ी सारा था, जिसकी वजह से wood was very easily available. तो वहाँ पर houses, carts या chariots बनाना भी easy हो गया. There were iron ore mines in the region that could be tapped to make strong tools and weapons. वहाँ पर ore mines भी थे, iron ore mines, जिसकी वजह से वहाँ पर tools या weapons बनाना भी easy हो गया. Magadh had two very powerful rulers. First is Bimbisar and second is Ajatasattu, who used all possible means to conquer other janpads. जिन्होंने सब तरीके अपनाए दूसरे kingdoms को भी conquer करने के. Rajgriha in Bihar was the capital of Magadh for several years, but later on it shifted to the Patliputra. Patliputra is in present day Patna. Our next topic is Vajji. Vajji, with its capital at Vaishali, present day Bihar, was under a different form of government known as Gan or Sangha. Gan is used for a group that has many members, and Sangh means an organization or an association. In a Gan, there are many rulers. Each one was known as Raja. These Rajas performed rituals together. They also met in assemblies and decided what had to be done and how through debate and discussions. Hope you have understood the chapter. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.